Hi guys, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. Good evening. Let's just wait for 5 minutes. Let others also join. Then we'll just start off today's session. Okay. So today there won't be any presentation. We'll just go ahead with the session likewise. So just wait 5 minutes. Once everyone joins, we'll just start. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes. Anybody was saying something? Okay, guys, we'll just start now. So let me just share my screen. You people let me know if my screen is visible to you or not. Fine. Is it visible?
No,
Hello?
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No.
Okay, fine. Just, yeah. Okay. Now the screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So this
Yes, ma'am.
week we will be, okay. So am I audible to you and the screen is also visible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, fine. Great. So this week we will just go ahead with the Excel. We'll see the basics of Excel and eventually we'll move ahead with the details. Like we will be seeing how we can go ahead work with the data in Excel and eventually can create graphs and dashboard using Excel. Fine. So this week we will mainly concentrate with the Excel and eventually we'll move in with the details like in what way we can go ahead and create dashboard or create charts using Excel. Bhavani, you have anything to say? If not, then please mute yourself. Okay, so as discussed, we'll just move ahead accordingly. So before just going ahead, we need to know some of the details about Excel. Screen is visible, right? Like you can see the Excel sheet up here.
Yes,
Guys,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
try and be interactive. Why I have to ask you three, four times, then you people answer. Can't you answer in a single go? So I'll just move ahead with the stuff. So what exactly is Excel in data analytics? So what you people think, what is Excel and what is its use in data analytics? You tell me first.
Ma'am, for data modeling.
Data modeling, that is different perspective altogether. The similar way in terms of analytics, I'm saying. Hmm.
Ma'am, Excel basically helps in organizing our data
Speak a bit
in
up,
rows.
please.
Hello,
Yeah, can you speak a bit up? Your voice is low. I am unable to hear you properly.
ma'am. Am I audible now?
Yeah, yeah, audible.
Yes, ma'am. So I was saying that Excel is basically used to organize our data in rows and columns, and we can analyze the data also, and we can use many formulas and functions to find uh, insights from the data using Excel functions.
Okay, fine. Okay, got it. So, first of all, Excel, what Excel is? Excel is the software that has been prepared by Microsoft. Okay, where what you can do, the basic task of Excel, it is to store data in the form of tables, in the form of rows and columns, right? In that format, you can store the data that has been there with you. Fine. So that is the major, like the exact part, because you are getting the data in a structured and in a formatted way so that it is easy for visualization purpose and also to understand data where you need to understand the stuff clearly. Okay. Next comes why Excel is used. So why Excel is used? Excel is very popular, as everyone knows, because of the analytics, right? Because we can get and see about we can do the analysis on this data Excel very well. We don't have to write complex code like we have to write codes in Python. Here in Excel, you don't have to write any code. Just by clicking the buttons, or by understanding or putting logical informations, you can just create the details. Everything for every task, every task, there is a feature for which you can just do the task peacefully. Okay, you don't have to go ahead with and creating the stuff in a way that you have to write 100 lines of code to create a specific task. Okay, so the major reason why we use Excel is there is no need to write complicated codes to get started with Excel, or to get to do the pre-processing of the data, or to get the visualization of the data. Okay, clear, guys? What I told, is that understandable to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
okay, fine. Just let me just share you a data. Okay. Let me just create a sheet. Okay. So how we actually store data? Okay. So let me just take a data and let you know how we just often in what form we just create Excel and how we do that. Okay. So we will be having the features, as you know, as we have already learned in the Python what are the features and what are actually the values. So here also features are basically the headers or the column names. Fine. So here we are considering suppose three headers, basically the three features of our data set we can consider up. Let us take product. Next, we can take it off sales, and next we can take data, right? Okay. So we can put any of the values here. Suppose I can say product, maybe anything like watch. What is the sales that happened? Suppose 100. And what is the data, like the data, or we can take it as a date also when we have taken into consideration. We can take 2025. Today is 10th, right? So we can take it off like that. And next product we can consider as a bag. And what is the sales that we can consider? Suppose 150 I can consider up. And the date, let me just take it as to be 9. Okay. So see, now see this data. So doesn't it look more structured if you are just, suppose in a Word file, suppose in a Word file you are going and you are just writing the details like product, watch, bag. Next you are writing, suppose what was there, what I have put it, sales. Okay, we can just put sales 150, and then we have put a date. So doesn't it look messy? You are unable to understand under which product, what is the sale. Like you, since there are two products, you can try and understand. But if there is more than like 100 details of details of different products, then it becomes very messy, right? So then when you are looking at this in this form in an Excel, it becomes more easier for you to understand and also to compare. Okay, so suppose if there is 100 numbers also, 100 numbers of data also, then also side by side you are getting for watch, you are getting the sales 100, and the date for the sale is around on 10th. For the bag, what is the sales that has happened? That is 150, and the date when it happened, it is yesterday. Fine. Clear? Understood why we are generally, like, why we are using Excel and in what format data are getting structured?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Got it. So there are other reasons also why we use Excel. So we can do the calculation here very easily. We can do the calculation. Suppose I need to do any of the calculation up here. Okay. So I can either do 100 plus 150. So I already get the result of it, right? So there is the form of auto sum where we can actually do the summation. So where we can also do using sum, we can actually do the sum operation. So that we will be seeing. But the major reason is why we are using Excel, because at the same place, just not collecting the data, we can also do calculations on the numerical values that are present in the data, right? Next, what we can do other than this, doing this mathematical operation is not limited, and the mathematical operation is not just limited with just the summation. We can do summations, subtraction, then addition, then average also we can calculate. We can also count the value. We can do the minimum value. We can find out among the range of values. Then we can use the max value, like we can get the maximum value as well. This is how we can operate in Excel in case of any of the calculation perspective. We can sort and filter data as well. Like Excel actually allows us to sort the data, like from like sort the data in a sense, like we are having numerical values and it helps us to sort the value from smaller to larger, like in the ascending order, and also helps us to filter the data. Filter means uh, Excel will show only those columns that we will be requiring. For that, we will keep the condition, and based on that, Excel will show that data only. Okay, suppose we are asking about getting, we want to get the numbers only that are greater than 100. So if there is, we are putting the filters up here, then only 150, this data will be shown up. Okay, we can create data visualization, like we can create charts, graph, we can do create plots also. As we did in EDA, we used Python here without writing any proper code, just using Excel and the data that we have taken into consideration. Just two things, we can just create the plots. We don't have to write any plot, we don't have to import any libraries. Without that only we can create the plots and eventually get the insights from those plots. Okay, so we can do conditional formatting. So what is conditional formatting? So that means like we can highlight the important data automatically. Suppose here, like we will be discussing this in details and also showing in a practical format, just to give you the analysis how Excel works and what are the features based on what we are using it in case of data analytics. That's what I am saying it to you. Okay, so what is conditional formatting? Suppose any of the data that is most important, okay, that would be highlighted automatically. Okay, suppose the sales is 150. So that is a major. Suppose that is the major task that has happened on this date. So this data will automatically get highlighted that this product has sold the most on this date specifically, since we have just taken two data just for a reference I am saying. Next, what we can do, the major, you might have remembered that like while we have gone ahead with the EDA analysis, first we have taken down the data, then we have done all sort of the pre-processing task, right? So we have done data cleaning, like we have handled missing values, duplicate values. If there is wrong data entry, we have checked for that. Eventually, we have done all of the pre-processing of the predefined data set that we have loaded, right, and have worked on it. But here in Excel, we will be doing all of this tasks simply, like all of this pre-processing task will be done in a simple manner. In Python, what we did, we write like two, three lines of minimum to minimum. We have at least written two, three lines of code to do the each of the processing part. Like for removing duplicates, we at least have write two, three lines of code, right? So here in Excel, we'll be doing all of this. Like we will be doing removing the duplicates, filling the missing values, text to column or text to numerical in any of the columns that is there, or we will be handling the categorical data like the encoding part in a very very deep format. And in the advanced section of Excel, we will go ahead and work with pivot tables, and we'll try and import the different files in Excel and work with that. Fine? Clear? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So as of now, I okay. So as of great. So as of now, I told you what we can do with Excel. So there are certain limitations that we also need to discuss, right? So suppose we while we have we have worked in Python, we have imported any of the data set. There, suppose the number of rows or number of rows might be around a million, right? So in that, the Python, it takes time in certain process, but works smoothly. It will be able to give the details in that format. But in case of Excel, it is a great deal like to work with this huge data. Okay, so Excel works properly, but that much huge data, Excel unable to work in that format. Okay, so there are certain cases in case where we need to take into consideration about the complex statistical analysis, right? In any of the problem in the last EDA project that we have gone ahead, there we have also calculated and also came across with the complex statistical analysis, right? That might not be able to, Excel might not be able to give that value or that visualization of that very plot in that format that Python or R will give. Okay, so but basically we can definitely use Excel like major range of there are some data that are around 1 million, but we generally try and work with the data that is not that vast, but eventually can be fitted in Excel and can work accordingly. Fine. So it is good for the basic analysis, and it is also fast in case of basic analysis and even in case of data cleaning part. Fine. So understood what we want to do in Excel and what we can actually do in Excel, and what are the some of the limitations that actually that Excel actually has. Right? Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Great. So we'll just go ahead and check for this. So for this, I am using Excel 2021. So here are some of the forms, like the tabs that are there. In some of yours Excel whose like Excel is not updated or not or using very advanced version, like apart from 2021, any of the version, if it is there, anyone using that, or any of the older version anyone is using. So some of the tabs would be missing, but don't worry, we can find it out. We can work accordingly. We'll definitely do in a form that everyone can use it. Fine. So first, we'll go ahead with the interface, the basic Excel interface that we have, because here in Excel, what exactly matters is to understand the interface very well, so that when we will be working, we should not check it multiple of time, like where it is, how it is, what exactly it is, so that it becomes smoother to us, so that we can use just by the click of the exact feature that we need to work on. Clear, guys?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
So, yeah. So first, this is the Excel file. Okay, so I have just taken the screenshot so that I can Write it down here and and also this helps you to work and also understand, right? So first, let me just go ahead, take it down. Okay, take it away. Fine. So first, this is the logo of the Excel. Okay. So this actually shows this. You have opened the Excel file, and here it is the first page of the Excel, and here you can do all of the operations. Okay. Then you have the auto save. Auto save means, as the name suggests, the saving will be done automatically. The saving will be done automatically. Like suppose you are working with huge data, and in between somehow there is a power cut, and your laptop or desktop is connected with power. Okay, not through like the battery somewhat. Okay, suppose there is a there is a fail in the electricity, the light has gone, so that's why, or maybe your battery is out of is out, that's why your data, like whatever be the data that you have worked, so what will happen to the data? It will get it won't work, or how it will be? So if your auto save will on, so the data will automatically get saved. Okay, you don't have to worry, is my data saved or not? Or there are some times while we are in hurry, after we are done with the data, like after we are done with the doing the task, we are in hurry, we just directly close the tab, right? So we don't think like, is it is my data saved or not? Then in the next time when we are opening and seeing, then we get to see that our data is not saved. All of that work that we did for suppose 2 3 hours you spent working on that data, that all went gone in vain, right? So that's why you need to switch it on. This auto save button, you need to switch it on. Fine. Then what is this? Then actually you comes with this. Just a minute. Yeah. So then what it does, this part is actually quick access toolbar. So what quick access toolbar is? So where you can quickly access some of the stuff related to it. Okay. So what quick access toolbar is? So let me just show you here. Here in my actual application, you are able to get it through. Like these are the features that I generally use in Excel. Like most often I try and use, and I don't want to go ahead and click any of the things at all. Just in one place I want it, so that any of the time I want to do undo using my mouse, I can do it. Fine. So here first is the save option. So how you can just after I'm done with my work, I want to save my file. So I directly use this button so that I can just save my file. Then here is an option of undo, and there is an option of redo. Like if I have done any mistake, I will do undo. If suppose I have done anything by mistake, I have deleted it, so I will just press redo. Okay, so there is color filling, there is printing, like this is the features I actually try and use. In some Excel files, you might find that this values like this color filling color and the printing option is not there. I have chosen based on my preference. So if you need to change it down, suppose I don't want the print or stuff right like this, so I have created this printing printing form, like, and I have checked how my value, like how my page will get printed, right? So I have just taken into consideration, and this has added print and preview. And what is this? I want to save the file. For this, I have just created where to navigate and where to save it. Like it is for the quick printing purpose. Fine. Understood how we can do it and what is quick access toolbar?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So next, it is the file name. For this, I have given the name as Data Analytics Class 1 for Excel. So since I am going with this with through, that's why I have given the name. But when you will be opening the Excel, you by default the name will be given as book one. Okay, suppose you have opened two, three Excel pages like this, and none of them is saved. So for this, the first one will open as book one, second one as book two, third one as book three. It is automatically by default the data like the it will take the name. Okay, but what you can do, you can definitely change the name in a format what you like to do it. Also you can just save it and change like also change the location where you want to change it. Just understood, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So did you heard what I told, or in between someone has muted me that I have seen, but when it has muted, like previously I told about quick access toolbar and the file name. Did you people heard about it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
fine. Okay, okay, got it, fine. So then we'll just move into search engine. This is the search part where you can search for any of the like any of the previous file that you have already built in, that you can check for. Okay. So here you can see my name, like the initial of my name that has been there because this is the license version. I have my account here in the Microsoft Office. That's why my name has been visualized. I guess any of your like for every one of you must be there if you have already bought it for the if you have the license on in that perspective. Fine. And then this is for minimization, this is for maximization, and this is the close tab. If you want to close the tab, you can do it. Fine, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Next, we come across to tabs. So this file, home, insert, this all are tabs. What we call them, all of this are tabs. Okay, so under this, there are other options or other features that we can think of. So, like they have been grouped into separate tabs. Okay, so you can see the difference in color. The upper part is black, then under it, this white part comes into. So, suppose I am going ahead with this home tab, it's been home tab, like then you can see this line coming up. Then here I have gone ahead with this draw tab. That's why there is an underline under this draw tab. Okay. So what actually we are doing up here? So I inside each of the tab we are having this of the sections. So this part, this gray color part is called the ribbon, and inside ribbon you can see this divisions. Right under home we have got this division for clipboard, front, then alignment we are having. So numbers we are having. This all are groups. Under ribbon we are having specific work to specific features that we work to do in different format. Okay, so for this this are actually called groups, and you can see this arrows coming up. This one, can everyone see this sign, guys?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
that is actually the dialog box. So what a dialog box, actually dialog box launcher. So what actually dialog box launcher have? So it does have, suppose under front, we do have this formation like font size, font type, this all details of font we are having like bold, italics, underline, margins, all of it. Fine. And then while we are clicking this dialog box launcher, what we find there are extra other features or commands that are already been there inside front, but due to the lack of space, they are unable to put it down in the same under the same group. fine, under the same space. Okay, and each of this, suppose this bold, italics, then this underline, everything is each of them is a specific feature under this group front. Clear, everyone? What I told?
Yeah,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, fine. Let us just scroll down. So I think all of these portion has been clear to you because we will be needing this henceforth while we'll be working with the data. Okay. So next we are going ahead. So these are the scroll bars. So this are actually the scroll bars. So what it does, it scrolls up. This one is the vertical scroll. It's scrolling up and down and going down. This is the what is this? This is the horizontal scroll bar. This scroll from left to right. Okay. So this actually what it does. So this actually is the rows. This actually the giving the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. This actually are the rows, and this actually is the column. Fine. So let me just go down. So here we have the option of going ahead with the sheets. So here all of this are specifically sheets. So I have renamed them based on the
Yeah.
work that I
बेटा यहाँ से
actually
बाल
did.
नहीं है,
Hmm.
यहाँ पे नहीं है बाल,
Abhijay,
यहाँ
your
पे भी
mic
नहीं है,
is
Hmm.
on.
और इधर से तो नहीं है भाई, इधर इतना मत शैम्पू कर।
Abhijay,
हाँ
your
कर रहा हूँ।
mic is
ये देख
on.
इधर से नहीं है, मैं तो फोटो दे
पता है, देखा है मैंने।
हैं?
देखा है।
Why you people do this every time? I have no idea. While not only in my sessions, while any other of you is also presenting, some of you will switch on the mic and do unnecessary stuff. Like if you're not interested, just leave. Fine. We will be not going ahead and going ahead and without any reason will give you the certificate. So this actually, what is this? These are actually the sheets. Fine. So we will be taking into consideration. These are actually the sheets. So this are by default give the name as sheet one, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. So here you get the access of renaming it. You get the access to do all of the stuff that, like all of the operations that you want to do, you can do it. This is the plus sign by which you can add sheets. Okay. So these are called worksheets specifically. Okay. And this whole Excel sheet, this notebook basically, we are calling it as workbook, and under workbook, we do have worksheets, different worksheets we are having, and we are working with that. Okay, this much clear, everyone? Guys,
Yes.
switch on the
Yes,
mic
ma'am.
and tell at least.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Fine. So next, we'll just move ahead with worksheet. What exactly is worksheet and what actually is sheet tab, how we are working with that. This we will be learning because henceforth, while you will be working with data, this stuff will be needed. Fine. So basic stuff you need to take into consideration. So worksheet, this is the worksheet. Worksheet is the work area that actually having this area actually is the worksheet where you are having this part, this cells. Okay. So what actually is cells? So I have shown you this one. So I have shown you this one that actually like in the previous section. So this actually that is giving that A, B, C, D. This actually are the columns. This actually are the columns that we are taking into consideration. Okay. And this actually are rows. This actually gives into a row. Okay. So now what is this part? This part is actually showing the name of the cell. So rows and columns, rows plus column equally forming the cells. Okay, so this one, this green color, each of this is a cell. So each of this is formed with rows and columns. So each of this we will be calling it cell. Fine. So while going it, it does have a specific name. So we have selected this E in for this selected cell. I am saying we have taken the column that is E, and the name of the row that has been taken into consideration is 7. That's why the name of the cell is E7. So this is the place where you get the name of the cells. Okay. And this is the formula bar where you can add the data inside the cell that you will be adding up, that will be shown up here, so that it becomes easier for you to analyze and also understand. Understand what I told?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So under cells, we are
Yes, ma'am.
having rows and columns. So rows has been named as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and columns as A, B, C, D. And they are actually forming cells. And cell do have the name like A1, B2, like that. So suppose this cell I am thinking of. So what would be the name of the cell? So it is K, kth column I have taken into consideration. And along with that, the number of row that is 3. So the name would be K3. See, it has been given up here. Okay. So now suppose I want to print anything or write anything inside the cell. So I can write anything. Cell, we can it can give numbers, that is numerical values. Then we can go ahead and give any of the text values. We can go ahead and put any of the normal numerical value, text value, or categorical value, whatever be it, we can put inside a cell. There is no problem that you can only put the text value or you can only put the numerical value. No restriction like that. Fine. So here it is like you can put anything in a form that you will be getting it through. So here it has been told like you can put text, number, formulas, function, whatever is needed, you can put inside a cell. Okay. Next is sheet tab. So what sheet actually does? So there is, as I told, in default, by default, the name was sheet one, sheet two, sheet three. So we go and by plus we do add a new sheet up. Okay. So by adding new sheet, we get the option of changing, like renaming the sheet, deleting the sheet, moving the sheet, changing the color. All of this option we do get in case of the sheet tab. Okay. So by what how we can like move in this case from one from specific movement to another, we can use this tab. Okay, see, I am putting tab and we are moving ahead from one cell to another. Okay. So what is the status bar? Status bar is What is status bar? Let me just go here. I guess then you will get a better view. So this actually is the status bar. So this portion mainly. Let me take another color. Maybe white would be good to go. So this actually is the status bar, where what it contains. This contains page viewing. There are page viewing, different page viewing style we are getting into Excel. Okay, so what are they? So they are actually, we are getting the view for the normal view, like as if this is normal view, this is the normal view. What we are getting, you can see here in my Excel, this part is like highlighted. So at current position or current space, you can think that I am viewing this page as a normal view. Then page layout view. So see how it has changed. So how the page has came up, like what is the header, like anything I want to add. This is actually the page layout view. Okay. So this is the page layout view. And next the page break view. So this is the page, one page that we will be taking. So you can see here it will get break and this will come under another page. So I will not get all of the stuff in one page. There will be a break and again it will come in other form. Okay. So these are the in this form, like in the display information, we are getting all of this. So in this form, we are getting that, and also we are getting access of the current cell. Okay, so current cell, suppose this one, or let me check any of the data what where I am having. Suppose this data I am taking into consideration, or any of the value. Suppose, just a minute. Let me take any of the value, right? Let me just take it through, and based on that, we will get whatever be the current cell. We will be like, suppose the range, let me just take that, will be better. So let me just take the range. That would be better in case of single values. So see here you are getting the average based on the values that we have taken into consideration. We are getting the average, we are getting the counts. So what are actual the counts that we are getting, and what is the sum that also we are getting. Okay. So this actually is the form where we are that based on the current cell, we can get in through with all of this function as a display information. So clear, this much clear.
Yes, ma'am.
So next
Ma'am,
we do get two options for saving. That is, one is save and save as. For the first time when you are working with the data in Excel and in a single page of Excel, first you get the option of save as. Save as. Okay. So how you can think it of, like, see here we have got the values, like I have already saved this page. So you get the status of this page as saved. Okay. So save as, under file, you'll go down, you get save as a copy, or based on, since it is the used file that I am using because already there. So somehow you are going ahead and creating a new file. Then you get options, two options under file, that is save and save as. Save as, like in what format you want to save the file. Okay, so in what format you want to save the file in, for that specifically you get the save as option. Once you have saved the file, then by next time you don't have to resave it, then you can just save it until and unless there is a major change. You want to save the file again and you have to delete that and want to keep it as it is. For in that perspective, you can again do the save as. Apart from this, you can do the save option after you have done with the save. So for save, we generally use, save we generally use plus S. Control plus S we generally use. Okay. And there is certain option. Suppose this I did, like there is two options. Either I can do it with the help of mouse or with the help of keyboard. So in Excel, you need to get in through with this shortcut keys that do play a very important role while you are working ahead. Okay, suppose I do want to save this file, then by putting, like going to file, then doing save as, I can directly work with it. But in case of, suppose I want to work with only the keyboard part, then what I will be doing, I will be putting F12. Okay. So F12, by putting F12, you will get the access of your file explorer where you want to save it. You get all of these options and accordingly you can save it. Fine. So what you will be pressing for that, you will be pressing F12 to get the access of the file, like file explorer at this point, and you can save it altogether. But there are certain, laptops where just pressing F12 doesn't work. There is specific keys or specific things based on F12. Then what you need to put, you need to put fn plus, that is function plus F12. Okay, then it will work. Fine, clear, understood what I told?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So next we'll see how we can move in case of while we how we can move from one cell to another using mouse and keyboard. We will be From here only we will be trying and learning the shortcuts, because the shortcut keys are very important. Like there are sometimes in case of while you have to use my mouse, we have to go around, like we have to click multiple of option to go through, but we can do it using keyboard only. So we don't have to use the mouse in general. We can generally do it with the help of keyboard. Fine. So basically, we will be seeing how one can move, or we can move from one cell to another using mouse. So how we can use, just by clicking on the cell, we can definitely use, or by what we can do, we can just move, like we can just put in inside any of these. See how we are, just which cell I want to put in, I am just clicking on that. Fine. But how we will be doing it in case of keyboard? First, we will be using the arrow key. There are two options using. Suppose I need to go to the first, this row, that is J1. I need to go ahead, and my current position is here, that is FJ14. So what I will be using, I will be the upper arrow key to move ahead, and it will move according to the cell, like cell by cell it will move. Okay, so there is other options also. For going to right, what I will be putting, I will be putting tab key, or you can put the right hand side moving arrow key as well to move in the section. Okay, so along with that, what we can do, I want to move down. For that, everyone knows we can use enter key, or we can use the down arrow key to move in. Along with that, suppose I need to put the left side key. For left, I want to move to the left, then I need to put shift tab. Then we will be, what you will be doing, you will be holding shift and putting tab. Fine, clear what I told?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Similarly, moving up, how you will be doing? You will be holding shift and putting enter. So in this form, you will be using the using your keyboard to work, like move with the move within the cells one by one, or in a format like using arrow keys or using a specific keys, that is based on your preference. Okay. Sometimes there is a point I want to, suppose I am here at I5 in this row. Suddenly, what I need, I want to at the very bottom position I want to put down. So what I'll be doing, will I be doing just putting this arrow key, or will I be putting this enter key one by one and will go one by one? No, I will not go like that. What I'll do, I will put control and I will be putting page down. So you can see in the lower section at the last row of I have came in the last row of I. Okay. So now what I need to go, I need to go up, right? So I will be putting control plus up key, page up. Okay, so this is how you can move inside the sheet. Okay, so in between the workbook also, this is a specific workbook. You can also move in between the workbook. What you need to do, you need to put control plus tab. See, why I have written it down for you people to understand. If I am just pressing the keys and just telling you verbally, it is not possible for you to, sometime actually it is not possible for you to grab on or understand. That's why I have written it down for your reference, so that you can understand. Under for right, we are using tab. For down, we are using enter. For left, we are using shift plus tab. Up, shift plus enter. What shortcut keys we are using, that you can get in through. Fine, clear, understood. And even for the movement in between workbooks, we can put control plus tab. But here I am putting it, but I am having only this workbook open. No other workbook with Excel is open. You can see when I'm coming up, only one workbook is open, right? So that's why I can't switch. So if I have 2, 3 more workbooks that are open, then I will directly I want to jump from one workbook to another, then I can directly put control plus tab. Fine, clear guys?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now what after all of this, this is the major, very basic stuff that we have taken into consideration. Now, what we need to do, we need to do the data entry. What is the basic part of Excel? Today we learned that Excel take the data in a structured format. But for that, we need to take the data. We need to enter the data, right? Inside specific columns, we need to enter the data. So that is the major part that we need to do, right? So for entering data, there are certain shortcuts. So similarly, we will work accordingly. So here we'll go by mouse and keyboard. So how we can do, suppose I am writing, hey, hi, this side Avibsha. Okay, so I have taken this value. Okay, so I have taken this value. So now what I need to do, I have seen that I have my name ABHIPSASA. This part is I have capitalized, right? So I just want to edit this part. So I have two options up. I by using mouse, what I can do, I can directly count out here. I can directly count up here and check on this, or I can just move ahead to this formula bar. There I get the access of the cursor, and eventually I can move it and edit it. Right? So by mouse I can do it in this form. Right? So suppose I am having the same. This one I am having in this format. Now, without using mouse, how I can do this? How I will be able to do this without using mouse? So I will what I'll be doing. I will be just a moment. What I will be doing. I will put F2. So while I get F2, then I get the access and I can just easily delete and edit it. Or I can move it also using the arrow key. After I pressed F2, then I can just move it. Suppose this S I want to capitalize. I will do it accordingly. Clear, guys? Understood how we can do it? And in for some of the laptops, just pressing F2 may not work. Okay, so you put function plus F2. Clear? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here we'll check on with some of the datas and the basic formatting that we need to take into consideration. Because at the end in Excel, we need to put data, then only we'll be able to work with data. At the very first stage, if we just get into working with data, this intricate details we won't be able to understand. And in while we'll go in the deeper section, then without knowing this will affect us, affect our performance, and also will affect some of the tasks that we can do easily that uh, suppose we can do just by a click or just by putting, if we know the shortcut we can do it like that. If we are not knowing, then it is becoming too lengthy to work. So it's very useful and a good practice to know this keyboard shortcuts and all of this user interface at the very first stage, then only to move into the details or any of the further part where you can take into consideration. Okay, so I have taken down this data. Okay, so now this is the data. I have taken it down. I just want to save the time. I have just created the table for you. Okay, so now you can see, suppose I am not having these values up. Let me just delete it. Just a moment.
Ma'am,
Okay, I have deleted. Yeah,
ma'am, if you want
yeah,
to delete the entire column, what key shortcut keyboard we can use?
So as of now, if we want to, you can just select the entire stuff. Suppose, just a minute, let me just go ahead. This one, suppose I am putting it down, selecting this part because I want to delete this part. I am putting backspace. What it is doing, it is deleting only the first cell. Okay. So now if I go ahead, select all and enter delete, all of the cells will get deleted. Fine. So now if I put one, and I want to fill in into the series, what I will do, I will drag it down. So here what happened, only one has repeated. Okay, so here I'll put in and I'll do fill the series. So then all of the series has filled. Fine. So now
Okay, ma'am.
what I, yeah,
Okay, I'm
any,
understood.
okay, fine. So this is how we have gone ahead with. And now we need to go for selection. For selection, what we are doing. So selection can be done in case of with mouse as well, with keyboard as well. So how we can select, we can just put it and just drag it down. Everything got selected. Fine. So there is, in case of keyboard, there is part where we need to go ahead and do the complete selection. So will be what we'll be doing. We'll select any of the. We'll just put in any of the cell inside the data, and we'll put Control A. So see, all of this has get selected. Fine. So now I want to get in through with a single click selection. So from the data range where you have created, what you have created, I want to select a specific section just by a click. Okay. So what I'll do, I will just control shift, I will hold and will do the arrow key. So see here I have just selected. So control shift up arrow key will select all of the upper sections. So here what I'll do in here, suppose my data, my selection first is here. I want to select this just using the keyboard. I'll put control shift and down arrow key. See, all of it has been selected. Clear how we are going ahead? And similarly, if I want to go from left to right, control shift, then the right arrow key. So till the point I have my data, of the whole row will get selected. Fine, clear, understood everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
now I need to select a single cell and accordingly I want to move like this up one by one. So for now, what I did, I just used the up arrow key. So now what you can do, you can just hold the shift and go up arrow key. So what is the difference you are getting? So each of the cell is selecting one by one. It's not like only one, like suppose this is the cell I am taking into consideration and putting the upward key I am putting up, then what it is going? It is going up. It is going up and each only one single cell is getting selected. I want to select each of the, like all of the cell and go accordingly. Then I'll just shift, holding the shift and using this up arrow key. Understood? This is how we need to select our data. Clear guys? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now we need to go for the adjustment. So you know there is in any of the cell, let me just go here. So we have the length and breadth of the cell. Of course, this is this when we're just moving it up, we are increasing the width. While we are just moving it down, we are increasing the height specifically. Okay, so we need to adjust that. So in what way we can get the adjustments? So how we can do it? We can how we can do it? We can just select the cell. Now we can just drag it off in the form, and this is how we can adjust it using the mouse. Initially, if I need to do this, it will get adjusted in case of width. Okay, understood how we are doing it in case of mouse. Now we need to do it in case of keyboard. Okay, in case of sorry, just excuse me, just a moment. Sorry, guys, let's just move in. So, what we were discussing, we want to go ahead with the width part for the in case of like keyboard, right? So, this is the data actually we are having. Just a moment. Yes, this is the actual data we are having. So now what we want to do, we want to adjust the width. Suppose the width is not like, let me just do it in a form that the width is not adjusted, and now I want to check, go ahead and check for the width in case of working with like keyboard. Okay, now we need to select the entire one. So what we'll be doing, will be doing Control A. So all of the range of the data that we have taken into consideration has been selected. Now what we will be doing, we will be pressing Alt. Okay, now we'll hold Alt and we'll go ahead and put for HOI. HOI. So see, what we got it adjusted. Okay. So now I did it in a form like I use my mouse to like increase the width, and now you see how we are going ahead for keyboards. So we need to just first select it up. First, select the entire data range that we are having. Now we need to press Alt. We need to keep Alt and hold, and you need to put HOI. Okay. And we do have another option. We can just hold Alt and use OCA. We can use OCA also. So by using that also, we can do the automatic adjustment of the width we can do. Okay, now we need to think of what we can do in case of height. So height means we can auto adjust it in case of we are going ahead with any of the values that we are taken into consideration. Now what we are doing, suppose we need to adjust this. We are having this data like this, and we are not liking it in this format. We need to adjust this part. So we'll do Control plus Alt. Now what we'll be doing, for after selecting all, we will be pressing Alt. Now HOA. See how the height has been with how the height has been taken into place. We I didn't use any of my like any of the mouse. I haven't used mouse, and without using mouse, just using the Excel shortcut in the keyboard, I have just like kept it in that format. So clear how we can do it, guys. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am,
Yes,
understood.
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, height
So
part, can you repeat?
okay, I'll do that. Just a moment. So suppose in width, what we are doing in case of mouse, we are just pulling it down, right? So suppose there is any situation I want to just I don't want to pull it down. So just try C and D. These are the two adjacent cell like columns you can think of. Just put your mouse up here and double click. It will auto adjust. Fine. This is another way by using mouse how you can adjust it. And what you told about the height part, right?
Yes.
To explain the height part, right? Okay, suppose we are having this height difference and I want to adjust the height. So what we will be doing first, we will be selecting control or control A by selecting the entire range. Now Alt H O A. Okay. So after putting it down, you get it got auto adjusted. Fine. Now we need to do the formatting. So what formatting is? So what data is? As of now, you understood this. Actually, this part is actually the data. We are working with this data. So here the data is well structured, right? See what the data is. So here you get the columns. It is colored, so it is easily understandable by you that it is colored. The data is all middle aligned. All of this data is middle aligned. We do have this. We do have this rows and values, rows and columns defined. Like we do have the borders on, right? So how we can go ahead and check it through? Let me go and tell you. So see, so this actually is the data. The same data I have taken into consideration here. But here, see, everything like it is like you have the colored in the columns. You are getting the header names. This is the data. It is well structured. It is central aligned. You are getting the borders, like you're getting the all borders. So you are getting a better view of it, right? Let see this data. So just by seeing data, are you able to understand? Like, is it eye pleasing? You people tell me. Is it eye pleasing?
No, ma'am.
Right? So for that, we need to do the formatting on the data. Okay, we need to do the proper formatting on the data so that we can get the data in a format that is eye pleasing also, that is well structured also, and we can do all of the stuff in we can like it is eye pleasing. When anything is eye pleasing and we work with that data, it it just we just get affected by it, like it just get more effective. When anyone sees this data, they are like, what this data is, this is just numbers, I'm not understanding. But when anyone see this data, they might not understand based on the structure or based on the like the data, like actual values that is there. But it does give a good structured format, like it is what is the table format, what actually is it, at least some of the insight the person will able to understand, right? So we need, for this we need to do the formatting. So here inside home we do get the option of doing the formatting. So we get the group name clipboard, we do get the we do get the group name front where we can do all of the fronting stuff. You get the alignment right, we get the numbers, any of the specific number based stuff we need to do, we can do it. If we need to go ahead with the style part, changing the style, we can do. For cells we can do, editing we can do, all of this we can do. So now let us just go ahead and work with this data. Fine. Suppose what I need to do, I need to like see the alignment is not right here, it is left, sorry, right aligned. This one is right aligned. This one is left aligned. But we are more used to seeing data in a central aligned format. Anything that is centrally aligned, that helps us to understand the details in a format like that is eye pleasing actually. So how we can do it? The similar way we can do it or select it in this format or can do control A. So all of the data range will get selected. Now we'll put control HAC, sorry, alt HAC. So we'll just hold alt HAC. So see, the alignment has changed. It all have become centrally aligned. Now see, now this data, doesn't this data looks more like in a more structured format? Doesn't it look more good to your eyes when you are seeing in the data in a central aligned format, right? Guys,
Yes,
are you
ma'am.
there? Okay, so everybody understood what we did for what shortcut we actually used to go ahead with,
Yes,
or
ma'am.
should I need to write it down?
Please write it down, Rita.
Fine. For central alignment, we use Alt. We need to hold the Alt, and then we need to go accordingly in a format like, just a minute. We need to put HAC. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so for central alignment, we use this shortcut up. Now, see what else is remaining here. So what we need to do, we need to put all borders. So if we put all borders, then it will look more structured, right? So what we'll do again, we'll just select the entire thing for all border. We'll put Alt HBA. See, we got all borders, right? So it is all borders has been run. So we can do other adjustment also. We want to take the outlines, like take the outside border. I want to take the outside border. Then what we'll do similarly, sorry, similarly what we'll be doing, we'll do Alt HBT. See, the outer section has got the thick borders. Now we want to go ahead with any of, like, suppose I want to put ahead with the more borders option, right? So what we'll do, we'll put Alt HBM will put. So we get the option of any other border that I need to choose. So suppose I need to choose this. I put OK. Okay, since I have already created this, so it has like already created the thick outline border. So it is already been created, so it has not replaced, but we can just change it down. Suppose here for this, I want to put, then it would be easier for you to understand. So we'll do Alt HBM, Alt HBM. So now this one I want to put where I want to put outline, I want to put, then okay. See, it has already been created. So understood what we will be doing in case of thickening the outside border and using for more borders. Suppose now I don't want this border anymore. So what I'll be doing, I'll using the option of no borders. So what I'll be doing, will be doing Alt HBN. So see, the border has removed. So clear, everyone clear what I told?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now suppose for we do get the option of bold, italics, underline. So what we need to do? So one option, very common option that you get. So you can do Control B, right? Control B, you get bold. So there is other option also that you can check on. That is, you can you select it, you go for Alt H1, Alt H1. See, then also you get the bold portion for this. Okay, suppose for this I want to bold it down. So what I'll be doing, Alt H1. So the features that has been selected, that we have just bolded it. Fine. Now, what we can do apart from this, we can do italics. So similarly, if I want to put it to italics, Control I, as you all know. But other than that, also we do have an option of Alt H2. Okay, so you see, it has changed to italics. Understood? Now, suppose I want to put underline. So for that, Control U, there is the option. So there is another option with Alt, that is Alt H3U. Okay, Alt H3U. You get the underlines. Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Up to
Yes,
this,
ma'am.
everything is clear? Because this
Yes,
is the
ma'am.
very basic part, because we are starting off with the Excel. So if this part is clear, we can eventually move in, like in tomorrow's session we can directly use with the data. We can see how we can plot the graphs and stuff that we will be seeing through, right? So that would be more effective to work if you know all of this formatting details, because formatting is major. Because in Excel, the first session, the first thing that we need to do the data entry. You need to do the formatting. That you need to present your data first. Then only you will be working with the charts, graphs, do the pre-processing stuff in Excel, right? So this things needs to be done accordingly. So clear, everyone, everything clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
ma'am. Everything is clear.
Okay, so as of now, anyone having any questions? Any question, guys?
Ma'am, how
No.
much large data I can use in Excel?
See, like, of course, if you can just a moment. See here. Now, just a moment. Let me just go ahead and get it down with the data part. Okay. Suppose I am going down. So here you can see what is the major, like the last row you can see it here, right? It is around 10 lakh.
Yes, ma'am.
So 10 lakh, more than like 10 lakh 48,000, this much data is there. Like the rows, that much data you can put in, right? Suppose there is any values or any data set. Suppose you are using first, so you have lot of data of it. Suppose millions of data is there. So in that perspective, Excel doesn't work fine, right? So if the data is within this range, 10 lakh range, you'll be able to get it through easily. But if the data is more than that, then in that case, it will be a difficult to process in Excel. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So any other question?
Ma'am, it's also depend on our system that how much RAM we have or other things.
That is that is a different concept. But Excel as an application doesn't give you that access. So if your RAM is more also, how you will be working on that? Right. Excel is a different application. In the application itself, that doesn't, like, suppose you check your application, if the data, like how, what is the last row that is you are getting, it would be same, right? It won't differ. So that is the stuff. In application itself, if it doesn't give the access, so how you'll be working based on your RAM, and if your RAM is good, it will perform better. Like you can think of about collab. If your RAM is very good and you are working, suppose working with image data, suppose you are taking around 1 lakh image data and working with that. So the time a person will take to train a model based on the RAM, like based on the criteria of that image, it will take more. And also the person might face scenario where the like the RAM crashes in case of collab, right? In that purpose you need to go ahead with GPU, or in that purpose your RAM might take into consideration. But here it's application specific. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, where we have to submit that project because of the academics, I will little bit, I quite little bit busy, ma'am.
So I guess the Google form has been given to you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So there you have to submit.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, any end date that?
Try to submit by this week,
Okay, sure, ma'am.
right? And one more thing that I need to say, that whoever have already presented their project in yesterday and day before yesterday, hopefully they have already submitted their project. Everyone who have submitted,
Yes,
like
ma'am.
presented.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. Okay, so that's fine. And who all are remaining? Just raise your hands. So many of you are remaining. So try to submit it by this week. Don't delay. Okay. And because you haven't given the presentation in the session, you have to record your presentation video. So do it accordingly and submit it by this week. Fine?
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah. So by this week, try to submit, because this weekend also you will get a project. So if you are just delaying the stuff, it will affect your evaluation. And also the thing is, like it will create a backlog. Like if this week project is not done, eventually you will get the next week project. So you'll get confused which to work, like which to work on and when to submit, right? So that is very much needed to submit it on time. So, and guys, from next week, try to improve your presentation, because this week I have seen certain presentation that was not up to the mark. So you need to present it very well, because that does keep some evaluation point. Okay. And also for certain cases, try and like learn from your mistakes, and don't just repeat your mistakes. Implement whatever be the given details been there based on the mistakes. Whatever be the suggestion given to you, try to stick to it and try to improve your projects. Whatever be the project will be given in this week, try to improve in this project, because that is a part of evaluation, and take it seriously. Fine. Guys, any other
Okay,
question?
ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
Excel or Google Sheets, which one is more easier or convenient to use?
See, I guess for this perspective, if you are telling, there are two perspectives that we can think of. Excel, because as I told, like in case of Excel, large amount of data we can't take into consideration, but can work on. But in case of while we are working with Excel, that is fine. Like in case of Google, they also Google file or Google spreadsheet that you are talking of, that is actually doesn't give you the access to work with this much of data also that Excel is allowing. And certain of the features is also not there in Google spreadsheet, right? And one more useful thing that you can take into consideration for Google spreadsheet, that is you, it can be online, like the same file multiple people can use, and you can share that file as well. That is a plus point for Google spreadsheet, but in case of Excel that is not there. But while working with in case of just working and getting the insight based on the project part, Excel is far better.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. So I will suggest, if you are working, work with Excel, not with the Google spreadsheet.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah. Submit the project on form but didn't record. Shivani, I didn't get you. Like the form didn't get recorded, then you get a like option of like resubmitting, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So resubmit it.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah, why this question? If it didn't record it, or if you feeling that it hasn't been submitted or any issue you have faced, so resubmit it. Quite obvious.
Okay, ma'am.
Anushka, it's fine if you have not presented live. You can just record your video, like the project presentation video, and accordingly can submit. Aditya Kumar, you have any question? You have raised your hand.
No, ma'am.
Fine, great. So I guess none of you have any other questions till now. So we'll just wrap up our session today here. We'll meet tomorrow and work accordingly with Excel, like with the data and how we can do the further processing in the data for data analytics. Fine. Today was the basic class. I have given you the overview. Have told you how we can do the use the shortcuts and what are the shortcuts. Try and learn the shortcuts because it would be needed for you to analyze the stuff. Fine. So hopefully you have
Fine, ma'am.
noted down the shortcuts, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
great. Yeah. So work accordingly and we'll meet tomorrow and we'll work in the same form, and we'll try and work with any of the uh, better data to work. Fine.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, guys. Fine. Bye then.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye bye.
See you tomorrow, ma'am.
Thank you.
What? I
Thank you, ma'am.
didn't get you. Yeah, thank you.